G'day guys, name's Mitch. You're here for another workout. Let's do it. Workout number 9. I'm really sorry for that, by the way. Workout number 9 is a 22-minute AMRAP. So as many rounds as possible in 22 minutes. This will be a good one to test a bit of concentration as well as fitness and strength and things like that. The reason I say this is you've got to think about a couple of these movements today. So a 22-minute AMRAP of 4 different movements. We're going to run straight into the advanced version of the workout. So advanced, we're doing 3 6-point lunges. So this is actually a complex. So a 6-point lunge is, I'm about to demonstrate it, but basically a lunge to 6 different points is a complex, which equals 1 repetition. And we're going to be doing 3 reps of the complex. Okay, so 6-point lunge. Our first movement is a lunge to the front. I always like to start with my left, but you can start with your right, that's fine. Then a lunge out to the side. Okay, and then a reversing lunge. Okay, knee needs to touch the floor when we go to the front and when we go backwards. And then when we go to the side, our hip crease needs to get below our knee. Alrighty, and then as soon as we hit the back, we're going on the other leg. So a reversing lunge, then a sidewards lunge, and then a forward lunge. That is 1 repetition, and you're going to go through 3 of them as your first movement for this workout. Awesome. Second movement is knee archer push-ups. So basically an archer push-up is a single-sided push-up. So one of my arms stays super straight, the other one will bend, and my chest will come down to that hand, and then I'll push it back up, and then we'll swap sides. So we're going to be doing 3 per side, so 6 in total, and they'll look something like this, guys. So we set up our hands super wide, okay? And as we do this push-up, we come down towards the hand, keeping the other arm straight, and then down, keeping the arm straight, down, keeping the arm straight. These are on our knees today, because I want you guys to get the full range to get your chest all the way to the floor. And these will be pretty tough. So you're doing 3 on each side, so 6 reps in total of the archer push-up. Next movement is our inchworms. So 3 repetitions. We start in a standing position. We come down and we touch our toes. We walk all the way out to the top of a push-up. And then we walk all the way back in, touch our toes, and stand. We're going to go through 3 reps. And then our final movement in each round is single leg V-ups. We're going to be doing 16 repetitions. So 8 on each side, alternating. And they will look like this. So we start with our hands on the floor, we come up and touch the opposite foot with our arm, okay? So we meet in the middle, we don't meet down here, we don't meet up here, we need to meet in the middle as we go, okay? So to bust a few of them out and go nice and quick, they'll look something like this. Making sure your hands touch the ground above your head on every repetition. And that's our 4 movements. So 3 6-point lunges, 3 archer push-ups on each side, 3 inchworms, and 3 single leg V-ups. Enjoy advance, guys. Okay guys, so the intermediate crew, you guys are running through 3 repetitions of the 6-point lunge. I'm going to run through one of them now for you. A 6-point lunge means we lunge forwards. We use that same leg to lunge to the side, getting all the way down. Same leg to lunge backwards. We then swap legs. Lunge back, lunge to the side, and then lunge forwards. That's 1 repetition of the complex, and we're going to go through that 3 times as our first movement. Our second movement is single arm bias push-ups. So all that is, guys, we're doing knee push-ups for these. So setting up on our knees. Instead of setting up our push-up with our hands under our shoulders, we're going to go quite a bit wider again, okay? And as we come down, we want our chest to touch our hand. So we're going to come down to one side, pushing up, and then down to the other side, pushing up. If it's too hard, come in a little bit, Just make sure that you're going down to one side, meaning that arm needs, or that side of the body needs to work a lot harder. We're doing 3 per side or 6 if you're counting them one by one. Next movement is inchworms. So same as the advanced crew, coming down, touching the toes, walking out into the top of a push-up, walking back in, touching the toes, standing. And then our final movement is 16 repetitions of single leg heel taps. So a little bit easier version to our V-ups, which is what the advanced crew did. We're setting up the same way on the floor. And all we need to do is we need to come up and touch our opposite heel and come back. Touch the heel and back. Make sure that the hands touch above the head on the floor on every repetition. And we are doing 16 of them, or 8 per side. Cool. As many rounds as possible in 22 minutes. Enjoy intermediate crew. Next up is beginner. We have the beginner's chair. The beginner's chair. Did I mention? Yeah. Yeah. Beginner's version of the workout, all the movements stay very similar. We get a little bit of assistance from our beginner's chair, which we'll come back to in a moment. What, are we ready?
Oh, we are ready, yes.
Okay guys, so the camera broke, so Georgie's jumping in and recording the end of this one on her phone, so if it's all over the shop, then blame Georgie. But the first movement is set up exactly the same as the other 2 divisions. We're doing a 6-point lunge. We don't have to get all the way down. We're going to get as low as we can get. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our feet under our hips, and we're going to step out to the front, nice big step, and then we're going to come down as low as we feel comfortable. And then we reset back at the beginning, and then our second point is straight out to the side, okay? Getting as low as we can get and back up. Okay, if you can get all the way down, if you can do that and get all the way down, please do. If you can't, that's totally fine. Moving back to the middle, our next is stepping backwards. Make sure that that's out to the side, not straight behind the front foot, so you've got a bit of balance, like that. And then getting down as low as you're happy to, coming back up, back into the middle, straight back with the other leg. So we swap legs, straight back with the other leg, and back up. Back to the middle, out to the side, as low as you can go, back to the middle, and out in front, and back to the middle. Reason we're doing the same movement is it develops a lot of strength in different directions, so really good for your hips, really good for your feet. So 3 reps through of that lap around, the 6-point lunges. Okay, second movement is scaled knee push-ups. So scaled to how you would usually scale it to. 2 versions I like to show you guys are knee push-ups, but not going all the way down. Make sure your body is nice and straight, coming down as low as you can go and pressing out. We always like to go for full range of movement first. So if we can elevate up our hands, set up the same way and get our chest all the way down and press all the way out, that's what we'd prefer. So try and find a height that works well for you. 6 scaled knee push-ups. The next movement is scaled inchworms. So we are standing, we come down to the ground, touch our toes and walk out as far as we are comfortable to. You might come up like so. You may be able to get all the way to a push-up now. Go for it, but just go as low as you can and then back in and then touch your toes and stand. If you're unable to do that, if it's a bit too far, a bit too much, then we can set up the same thing with the chair. So we can come down, plant our feet on the chair, and instead of moving our hands, we'll move our feet back. Make sure we stay in a nice solid position. We don't drop our hips through. Okay, and then we're going to step back in and stand up. So kind of a reverse version. We're going through 3 repetitions of that. And then our final movement on the floor is 16 reps of single leg heel taps. This is a scaled version. So what I want to do is set up on my back. First I want to just rest on the floor, and then I'm going to crunch my ribs down towards my pelvis, closing the gap between my lower back and the floor. And from here, I want to keep that crunch through my abs, and I'm just going to tap one leg down and come back up, and tap the other leg down and come back up. When I do this, make sure that I keep that crunch and that I don't extend through the back and then come back. Okay, so the back's always firmly pressed in the ground. So we're just going to do 8 reps on each side, or 16 in total here. If you find your back coming up, then rest. Wait a minute until you've recovered a little bit to hold that position and take it away again. Alrighty? So 16 reps. As many rounds as possible in 22 minutes. That's our beginner version. Enjoy the workout, guys. And if you do like this video, drop a like down below. Please comment, let us know what your score is. And if you haven't already, check out the Real Simple community. We'll drop a tag. What do you call it? Tag, George? Is that the cool thing?
A link.
A link? We'll drop a link below. Enjoy, guys.